Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. We are here with Metaphor Refantazio, our third video. We are currently in the campsite with Strohl, Gallica, and Grius. Grius was our contact in the fortress. We have awakened to our magical powers, and we are looking to take down the hated Luis Guillaburn, the assassin of the king, and the suspected assassin of the prince. Strohl, never in my life have I witnessed anything like that power you use. Tell me, is that some sort of magic? No, I suppose it couldn't be. Not with the igniters we were supplied with, at least. Yours was broken in the commotion, besides. Incredible. If only I had that kind of power back then. Apologies, I'm just thinking out loud. Today's been a trying day for us both, so let's get some rest. Talk to Grius here. You've done a fine job delivering that message, lad. It's finally time for us to act for His Highness. You want to ask about that power, don't you? Strohl, I had a question of my own. You seem to know a great deal about the royal family. Before you infiltrated the army, who were you?
Indeed.
Nothing but a mercenary, and yet His Majesty gave me the honor of being His Highness the Prince's tutor in swordplay. The night of the attack, I was there.
I see.
Truly, that's incredible. Was that power in Mrs. Gallica? I wonder. Grius seemed to know something about it. Well, hey, I say use it or lose it. That said, let's take the rest of the night off, the day off. And I'm gonna say, yeah, let's get some rest. Good, I'm pooped. Late night. Idol's Day, June 5th.
Can't sleep? Guess I'm not surprised after what we just went through. Still, you've got to keep yourself rested to be at your best.
Say, I know.
I know. I will.
I wanted to tell you, though. When the human attacked, I heard a strange voice. It told me my duty would be to guide you. What do you think it meant? I mean, I haven't exactly been much of a guide so far. All I told you was that we had to deliver our message, and that almost got you killed. I never expected it would be this dangerous, and it feels kind of like it's my fault.
So I can say I don't mind a little danger, it's not your fault, or it is kind of your fault, so I'm gonna say it's not your fault.
It's not your fault.
You say that, but look, I can't fight with you, but as long as you're up against all this scary stuff, I'll try to help however I can. You've got something special, you know. I don't know what it is just yet, but I believe in you. Oh, hey, you know what insomnia is good for? Catching up on reading.
Pull out her
If only our
crusty
lives were anything like the
novel
world
here.
in your novel. It's just war after war here, with Magla arts fueling the flames. But it's a nice fantasy. Enjoy it while you can. Good night.
Fall asleep. And all of a sudden we see an eye zoom out, and it's like a image of like a guy, kind of like a Leonardo da Vinci thing, and then all of a sudden we wake up, we see a huge statue of like a crowned guy with 4 arms extending out.
Hello. Nice to meet
We
you.
see the guy petting
I've
a
been
cat,
waiting.
an orange cat with stripes and spots.
And now you've acquired a most interesting power.
The book that floating around falls on a desk.
You truly are an intriguing one.
And we see a guy talking to us. He's got long, white, blonde hair.
Fascinating.
He's wearing
In
like a
moments when
beanie.
your heart is most gripped by the book, I can reach out to you.
He's known as the unfamiliar man, but you've heard his voice before. He's our narrator, the scheming man. He's a Clamar. He's wearing all black. He's got like a black outfit on. He's got like 2 kind of like bands around his neck. And he's got like but it's around like a his shirt has a collar that goes all the way up pretty much to his head, so it's not bothering his neck at all.
My name is Moore. and I am the humble author of the novel you've been reading. You stand now in my study. Quite something, isn't it? A hall of wisdom, purpose-built for the research of certain powers.
So it's a 2-story library. On the first floor, we've got his desk at the foot of this huge 2-story gold monument with the 4 legs and 4 arms and the head with the crown on it. It's very reminiscent of like the Leonardo da Vinci image of like the man in the different poses all at once. The floor is like white marble with gold kind of outlines on it. And then there's like a second floor with all these books on it, but it's closed off to us at the moment. And then there's books all along the sides of both walls, and there's a door on the right side. And then he's kind of got like a planetarium little thingy too, and then we've got like a couple couches and then his desk that has all his stuff on it.
I call it Akademia. Alas, it's as much a prison as it is a library.
So Moore's also got black pants and shoes. He's all dressed in all black.
It has me a bit addled, honestly. I no longer remember where in the kingdom my study actually lies. I never imagined my voice would reach beyond these walls, until you appeared. And now, by whatever strange forces are afoot, I can speak directly to your mind. So, what would you say to an alliance?
Don't say what kind of alliance. This is way over my head or not interested. Say
What kind of alliance?
There must be more you wish to know. For instance, the nature of this fascinating power you've awakened to. I believe you have found a way to wield true magic. You need no petty conduit of mortal make. You can even change your appearance using the raw magma within. It is above all a mystic, long-hidden art, now the stuff of legend. What I have come to call archetypes.
Archetypes?
A spirit of heroic virtue. A transformative power that manifests only in those who embody the heroes and kings of old in some core aspect. Heroes of antiquity are often depicted as near mythic figures, with forms transcending the mortal. These accounts are no mere allegory, but truth. However, none of my records describe anyone wielding such power as freely as you. Perhaps you are meant for not just proficiency, but mastery. In their truest form, archetypes represent the power of a true hero. One who can drive away calamity and evil in this world, no matter its form. Indulge me this request, and I believe my dream may yet be possible. Together, we can restore the kingdom's ideals. I shall gladly provide you knowledge and assistance to master your newfound power. So what say you? Will you take my hand in friendship?
So I'll say okay. Moore's wearing all black, except he doesn't have any gloves, so...
Okay.
So we'll shake hands with them.
The bargain is struck then.
I hear a voice from somewhere.
The scholar in search of utopia, Moore. Within him dwells the virtue of the seeker. Nurture thy bond with him, and a new power yet slumbering within thee may awaken.
So it says new bond, and we see our 2 hands shaking, and they've got the like red veins of magic in them. It's ranked 1 out of 8. And it says new ability, Seeker Archetype. The party can now study the Seeker once unlocked in Akademia and Bright-Eyed Student. It allows the party to change between archetypes once unlocked in Akademia. So, and we've got our image of our guy with all the legs and arms going in different directions, and we've got all these little like, like hexagons, and each hexagon is a different archetype, which are basically the jobs in this system. Is a job system, and the hexagons are connected, and those are archetype chains. So like they'll have 2 or 3 different levels. So Like, Seeker has 3 levels here. I can sense the heroic embodiment of the Seeker for more. The Seeker is like over the heart of the guy's body. More is the first of your followers, people that support your quests and steadfast allies you can grow closer to. So we got a picture of Strohl here, so we know he'll be one of our allies too. Strengthening your bonds with your followers will lead to unlocking various abilities that can change the shape of your journey. More is just the first of many, so keep an eye out.
We'll meet again, I'm sure. Here's to our joined path, and the thrills that yet lie ahead. The royal funeral draws ever closer. 5 days remain.
June 6th, Flames Day.
Already then? From here on, we travel in secret. If we're to get back into the capital, we'll have to do it undetected. So we'll cut through the forest, find the abandoned mine shaft in the mountain, and take the tunnel to the other side.
That way they'll never see us coming, huh?
Lad, you'll be our vanguard. It'll be a trial by fire, but the sooner you get used to that power, the better.
Speaking of, you were talking like you know something about it.
Not much. Just what I've picked up from missions in the early days. I've only heard it's a power found in those who walk a righteous path. Sounded like superstition to me, but everything's always clearer on the battlefield. Once I saw it in action, I could tell it was no fable. Never thought it'd come back to haunt me. Despite all my training and research, I never managed to master it myself.
Huh. It really is something special, then.
Don't forget, one wrong move and I'll cut you down.
So our 2 heroes have changed out of their guards' uniforms, so our main character is back in his, like, white plaid jacket and pants. Strohl's back in his, like, brown trench coat, with the, like, red logo of his, whatever his house is on the back that he's originally from, his noble house.
I'm aware.
I'm watching you.
Yes, I get it. Just trust me, all right?
Right. Let's check the map. This'll all be for nothing if we get lost.
This place.
This place is called the Nord Mines, apparently. Going through them would put us near the capital, it seems.
That being the case,
That road should take us straight to Gran Trad. So we're currently at a campsite outside of the northern fortress in the forest.
this place.
Now we're gonna go to the Nord Mines. The Nord Mines are full of complex paths. This is Grius talking. We can go through them to approach the capital undetected.
Don't let your guard down.
We'll be going through the Nord Mines. You ready? So I'm gonna say, let's go back to the Nord. Let's go to the Nord Mines. We should hurry. Our focus on making it to the royal capital.
The Nord Mines, located northwest of Gran Trad. It is resource-rich with magla crystals. Its proximity to the capital simplified crystal excavation, but the Sanctus Church's sudden proclamation of closure stopped work in its tracks. Exiting the forest, the party continues along the wooded road leading to the derelict mine.
Grius, the mine's entrance should be just ahead. Don't stray off the path. Strohl, nothing. Says nothing. Any question? What's the matter, dear? What's the matter?
What happened?
Strohl? I may be imagining it, but I can't help but feel we're being watched.
No.
It's deep in the wilderness, though. Couldn't be. Sorry, I'm just on edge.
Don't let your guard down.
Looking for an opening to escape? Don't forget, I have my eye on you. So right now we're in the foresty area, but it's like a path. It's not as dense as the forest that the fortress is in, but hey, look, up in the air. Gallica sees some birds. The large bird is known as a corvo. It stalks its prey from the sky, then goes down from it. It's like a huge, giant raven, basically. Oh, so what now? This is Gallica. Like, we needed another addition to our list of problems. Maybe we can hide and wait it out. No, we need to keep moving. We're already low on time as is. Besides, let me guess, you could move much faster if I died back there and you didn't need to keep an eye on me? Come on, have a little faith in Strohl.
Let's go.
Should I? If you're truly worthy, then demonstrate it. We need to move. Don't fall behind.
Stop!
We got wild dogs. Undos, the beasts that hunt in packs. Should they come together, we'll be overwhelmed if we're not careful. We can't just give them the chance. We'll need to find
What's
them.
wrong?
Why do you hesitate, lad? It's just a pack of wild dogs. Barely worth a moment's work for someone such as you.
Oh.
Good, you're starting to catch on. You can't let fear paralyze you. First, take a good look at your foes. Consider, is this your first meeting or if you're already familiar with them?
Got it?
Once you've assessed their strength, prepare your next move. If they're stronger, approach with caution. If they're weak, cut them down quickly. Now size up. It's weaker than me.
Aye.
Indeed, you slipped out of death's grip at the fort, so this should hardly be a challenge. Press L2 to activate face sight and identify an enemy's strength and color. Lower level enemies will glow blue. Enemies at the same level will glow yellow, and higher level enemies will glow red. Unknown enemies will appear white. When you have leveled up to a point where you think you can overpower certain enemies, you can simply approach the enemy to see if their color has changed. When engaging a weaker foe, clear your mind and simply do what must be done. Put them to the sword. Weaker enemies can be defeated quickly with a simple attack. In addition, being attacked on the field by a weaker enemy will not force you to a squad battle, though the protagonist will still take damage. If you press L1 when a cursor is over an enemy, you will lock onto that enemy. That enemy will always be in view, and you can easily close the distance by attacking.
All right.
Understood? Now try it for yourself. We've got to get an item order I can grab. Something I can sell. These things are all level 1 and level 4, so I'm hiding level now.
How's that?
And I can just take it out. And we gain experience and archetype experience now too, which is the job level up system for the archetypes.
Hold on.
Oh, that's right. I have one more rule for you to keep in mind.
Got it?
Never drop your guard, even against weaker foes. On the battlefield, fortunes can turn if you let up for even a moment. Should that happen, change your tactics and fight together as one. Stay calm and you'll be fine. Press triangle to initiate a squad battle against an enemy in the field. If you press triangle to initiate a squad battle on an enemy after completing its break gauge, with the square attack, the battle starts with a great advantage in your favor. However, if you are attacked by an enemy stronger than you, you will be forced into a battle where the enemy is at advantage. Survey the situation and use different methods to fight. Never stop looking for ways to seize any tactical advantage. Fighting in dungeons. Evaluate the enemies in your vicinity, then decide whether to match them quickly with square, attack and stun first, or jump directly to a strategic squad battle with triangle. Phase sight will enable to help you determine which approach you want to use while staying out of enemy reach. Use it to be as efficient as you can to tackle dungeons.
I'm counting on you.
There's no replacement for first-hand experience. Get comfortable fighting before we reach Gran Trad. I need to be sure you can do
That
it.
being the case,
Okay, let's give this all we've got.
Get in there! Finish him off!
So these, if you're unhappy with how battle is going, you can always restart from the beginning with L3. Pressing R2 assist will automatically move the cursor to the enemy that has a weakness to a skill you have.
Vitus power.
So these are birds. They should be weak to wind. Well, they're not, but my magic is strong enough that I pierce through their defense.
I think I'm getting used to this.
that was the last of them.
They all seem pretty weak. You got this.
We have the edge.
I'll give it my all.
I won't hold back.
Take them out with wind.
Even easier than expected.
Be careful. There's more of them.
Take out these dogs here. Running through the forest path. So there's like rocky on each side, lots of trees.
No choice
Alright,
but
we
to
got
cut
another
through.
new enemy. It's like a butterfly.
Push through. Okay, let's give this all we've got.
These things are butterflies. They're white and orange, and they've got like a pink. They got like
Vitus
pink
power.
legs.
Wind. Stay sharp.
they're way to win. We got Grius working with us too, but he's working as an AI-controlled ally, so I can't really
Next one will fall
do
just
anything
easy.
yet.
Okay. Not bad at all.
Level up. Give him more strength. Why not?
That's all over. You
Any
can
of these
relax for now.
physical attacks. Even though Seeker is more of a magical class. So, alright.
As long as we're careful.
We have the edge. I won't hold back.
Preemptive strike, we hit with this. Our main character hits with his sword a couple of times, and then I just use my wind attack, which is like a
You
little
hate to see
cyclone.
it.
Not bad.
And my job
I
leveled
think
up.
that's all of them.
So now that we can talk to this dude here, he's a young peddler.
What is it?
It's like a guy with a backpack on his back. He's got like blue pants and a gray shirt with like a white vest. So what are you talking about? I haven't seen you a lot around these parts, so you wouldn't be banished, would you? So I'll say, what are you talking about? Now that I get a better look at you, I'd say you aren't bandit material. I guess I'm just on edge. I know it's funny to think so. I'm in a deserted place, but I feel like I'm being followed. What are you doing in such a remote place? Oh, I'm not your enemy, friend. I'm just a peddler. I'm a regular nearby, so I came for business, but beasts are real bloodthirsty today, so I assumed a human would appear.
Pardon?
For instance, you heard about the human who appears from nowhere and wipes out entire towns, terrifying them. Strohl cringes at that, but doesn't say anything. My apologies, didn't mean to sour the mood. Hey, would you lot be interested in buying something? So let's see, we'll buy from him. Always good to have a... Buy the revival medicine, honestly. And then
Now then.
sell all my stuff. I get 2,000. Buy a couple of the... 3 of the regular medicines to go up to. Those are stronger than the one I've got. Oh, if you found something we're selling, I can give you a good price. Plenty of stuff in these woods, lots of rubbish, but some materials too. You won't catch me scavenging for today.
Thank you.
I'll stay put until the beasts settle down, so if you find something more solid, you'll know where to find me.
As long as we're careful.
Okay. This is all you've got.
You got 3 of the butterflies.
Wind.
They turn into a robot
Take
king.
this! Go on, finish the job.
Took one out.
I will Seeker. Scour.
They're just using regular attacks, but I can use magic. And because I hit a weak point, I gained an extra turn, which let me extend out and take all the enemies down.
They look pretty good.
Dogs.
Could be useful. So take it with you.
Got the dogs. These things are weak. Keep grabbing. Oh,
They'll
they
need
hit
more than
us
this.
first. That's not good.
Don't be careless. Here I go.
Grius uses Phantom Dance, I guess, which is a skill of his. If you are attacked in a dungeon, you'll be forced into a squad battle that begins on the enemy's turn, which is dangerous. My Cyclone ability, which is strong enough because these things have no magic defense.
That's how I've survived this long.
They're a higher level than us, but since there's only one of them at a time, it doesn't really matter.
They found us. Get ready, everyone.
Hold on.
Here, Strohl. He's suddenly grown tense, Grius tells us.
Got a moment?
Hey, what's going on, Galaxy says. We've been surrounded. This is Grius again. Even out here, it would seem that monsters are the least of our concerns. I know you can hear me, so show yourself. Would you rather we come at you? Dirk soldier. Damn, awfully sharp for an old goat, ain't ya? We got aggressive, so that bastard's lived long enough. Kill him quick.
It appears we must do this.
I've never fought soldiers before, but I won't waver.
And we can see the, like, magic coursing through our
Wind.
protagonist.
What is
So I guess-
Never seen anything like it.
That's not an igniter.
Take this.
They got
hard! It's our turn now! Damn you!
Will is being targeted.
Blast!
Press circle to guard, which consumes 1 turn. Guarding will greatly decrease the damage your character takes and prevents any weakness from being exploited. This prevents enemies from gaining extra turns too.
What's that?
So I need to...
I think something's coming!
Finish the job! Can't come yet! Damn you!
Mage fire. Mage fire. They use their igniters to shoot fire at me. During squad battles, your formation will affect the damage party members deliver and receive, depending on their position. Those in the front row deal more damage with melee attacks. Those in the back row deal less melee damage, but take less damage from enemies. During the battle, you can change your formation with the up and down arrows on the control pad to move parties between rows, and it doesn't cost you turns to do that, which is something that happens in a lot of JRPGs.
Oh, take this!
So Grius takes out 1 soldier.
It's our
Only got 1
turn now!
left.
Hold still! Coming at us!
I won't hold back! Wind!
Are they suitable soldiers? Are they soldiers from the fort? They survived? No, that couldn't be. They're simply deserters, aren't they? That's not what I'm asking. How would they have mobilized in pursuit? I don't know, but I think it's safe to say I'm the least of your worries at this
Let's
point.
hurry.
Gallica, in any case, we should probably keep moving. Let's go. So we're at the mines now. Here we are. It's so creepy. Well, I guess you did say it was abandoned. Aye, the Crown Theocracy ordered it so. I haven't been to this place in quite some time. Despite the royal decree, I still hear of miners risking it all to come to this place seeking the riches left within. I'll happily trade some illegal miners for that armed detachment of soldiers pursuing us. Shall we hurry inside? You're not wrong here. Make preparations if you must. Be quick about it.
So?
Alright, I don't think we need to make any preparations, so we'll just run into the dungeon. The peddler guy showed up again. But I don't think we need
Wait a
to
second.
run into... Wait. There's probably a bunch of shady miners in there, right? Will we be safer on them? Fear not. Most of them are the same miners who worked here before closure. Besides, be against their best interest to cause a scene and risk the Crown Theocracy coming down to this place,
Then...
right? Oh, it sounds like there won't be a problem. Are you ready? Let's go.
Let's go.
If our pursuers catch up with us, it'll be a whole mess of trouble that I'd rather not deal with. Let's move with haste. So now we're going into the dungeon. Now we're into the Nord mines. It's just a dark gold mine shaft. So you've got the wooden beams holding it up. And then you've got like the mine car tracks on the ground, and other than that, it's just rock on top and on the sides and the bottom. It's dead quiet. Are you sure there's still people working here? The disquieting stillness you feel, those are just your instincts alerting you to the bloodthirst in the air, and judging by the people who were after us before that it's likely.
Stop! Don't move!
Halt, deserters, distant voice.
Don't you dare move!
You're trapped like rats now. Lay down your arms and surrender peacefully. As I thought, we walked right into an ambush. They've got us disadvantaged, catching us in this narrow bottleneck. We need to turn back now. It's no use. The entrance is already barricaded with soldiers. Surrender immediately. You got nowhere to run. And if you don't comply, then miners will pay the price for your insolence.
Wait.
This is a misunderstanding. We're not deserters. We were forced to retreat. We had no choice. A human. Oh yes, we're well aware of your predicament. That's exactly why we can't have any survivors. Our orders are to let no one escape. Oh, it appears we've stepped into a whole damned conspiracy. We have no choice. We fight our way through. Here they come. Stop here now. So that's the soldier.
I can't believe our usual tactics should work. Let's go.
So we got the state sword soldiers. These guys are in the same gear we had on before. The blue outfits with the helmets. They're not very strong. My magic takes one out. Strohl and Grius take the other ones out with normal attacks. Unscathed triumph.
We made short work of them.
So
It's
we
all
can't
clear.
go back. And I can actually take the soldiers out without any fight, because they're pretty weak.
It's all clear.
running down the mine shaft. Over there, someone's collapsed. See a injured miner.
Hey, are you alright?
Carapace, the animal guys. The dog ears or cat ears or wolf ears or whatever. Are you alright?
I didn't see no deserters. Place.
The life is gone from his eyes. So he had like blood coming out of him.
To send a message, boy. Either we give ourselves up, or these innocents pay the price.
But the only one who could know we survived, and the only one who could send soldiers after us. Oh, come on, let's move.
Keep going.
What are you doing?
Stop right there!
I can't believe it.
Ready, everyone! Everything's pretty standard.
Gotta keep going so we find. What? That thought, it all makes sense now. It appears what we expected. So we walk into like a little more open area in the mines. And we see our friend Captain Klinger.
I knew I'd find you here. You were the only one who never went up to the fort itself, after all. It couldn't have been anyone else.
Who would have thought 3 sorry stragglers would make it past a whole unit of assassins?
Bastard! You never intended for anyone to survive. You knew the human would be there.
Naturally. You heard the reports. I only put more bait on the hook. I wasn't expecting that damn thing to be rampaging already.
You sent those soldiers to their deaths. Why?
Because the Kingdom's Guard is powerless before the humans, and only a pile of bodies will prove that to the public.
So someone wants the King's Guard disgraced. And when the people need him most, a savior rises as their shield. Is that your game?
Savior? Speak plain, boy. You think he's one of Luis's men?
A pitiful flock needs its shepherd. If a little blood is what it takes to show them who their real savior is, then that's a price easily paid.
That's why those sons and daughters died. For your savior.
They aren't the first. The soldiers cry for reinforcements, the villagers plead to be spared. But I know better than to confront a human.
A village? You refused. Wait, then you were the one who...
Now we see Strohl thinking he's
7
got like an image of
years
a
ago.
burning town in the background.
The first Flames Day of June, a village in the northern hills was razed to the ground. A village called Harlia.
Well, yes, that might have been a name.
Then you made a fatal mistake, Klinger. You left one survivor!
Stay
We
back!
got a soldier
Help
with
me!
the sword by the
You played
head of
right
a
into
miner.
our hands, you know.
Klinger's coming up to us. He pushes Strohl down.
This was the only road without checkpoints. A simple deduction.
You're a disgrace to your title. I may not make it out alive, but as for you, you're hopeless!
Strohl
O thou who
looking
art
around.
seared with bitterness, O thou anguished traveler,
He's
it is
seeing the
time for
same
thou to choose thy path. O lone
sanctuary
star,
that our
whose light
protagonist did.
reveals the king's own path. Awaken.
jumps down. He's got flames around him, and now all of a sudden he's got the same glowing red magic.
I can't fail Lord Luis. Without him, I've got nothing left. You struggle in vain. I won't let you rob me of my glory!
Klinger's got magical power.
Little lordling!
You call this real? Leaders abandon their people and the innocent die by their scorn. If that's the real
He's
world,
got like the vision of his
then it can
burning
die
village.
alongside you.
Strohl puts his hand into his chest. Magic flies out of his back, and he pulls out his metallic heart.
My name is Leon Strohl de Haliatus. My home and my family were taken from me. I am the last of my house. I am the last of my noble bloodline. And in the name of my people, I will strike you down where you stand.
He can see all his people cheering him. And he awakens. Pulls out a huge sword. He's now got a metallic body as well. He's heavily armored. He's got a huge great sword, a shield, bronze armor, silver like metal body, helmets.
Wait, he's got power like yours now? Well, better show him how to use it.
I don't know what you think you're doing, but I'll not cave to an empty threat like that. This igniter's all I need to turn you to ash. You lot, get to it! Cover me!
So he scampers off to protect himself, and his subordinates get to be his living shields. The man's showing his true colors. I'll fix the filthy coward with the end he deserves.
The igniter's powerful, but it takes care and calculation to wield. If you sense danger, steel your defenses and endure it.
Klinger's got like purple magic flowing around his feet, so he must have a stronger igniter than his diagonal slash. Deal weak physical slash damage to one enemy. So I'm gonna. He's got two soldiers with him with the blue and silver soldier armor we were wearing. They're main soldiers though.
Not done yet.
Wretched Seeker!
So,
Scour!
and I'll use.
Take this!
And then Grius using his regular attack.
Die!
Mage shield on Klinger, defense up. Klinger used a fire spell on us.
Hack and slash.
We took out both mages, and now we can just go for the boss, Captain Klinger here.
Die!
No holding back.
Die
By this power!
So his cyclone slash is just like a big arcing attack.
Take this! Still standing.
Die! 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 Die!
Klinger's looking desperate.
You!
He attacks all of us at once.
Die!
Then he attacks Strohl, who resists it.
I shall vanquish evil. Hack and slash.
He does his big slash, does 150 damage, and Klinger falls backwards. So Captain's uniform is our spoils. We got 150 EXP, 187 Archetype EXP, 450 Magna points, and 600 money.
Okay.
And Strohl levels up to level 5, and our main character levels up to level 6, and his archetype levels up as well. So we'll level up his magic.
I admit, it feels good to get stronger.
Since Strohl gained so many levels, he gained one of everything except energy, which is the stat that improves defense.
You found new powers.
We got Tarukaja, which is an increase in allies' attack for 3 turns. It's a support skill for the Seeker.
Impossible!
Klinger passes out. The miner that was rescued from the goons runs off.
Never expected a commissioned officer would end up a wild-eyed zealot.
How did I do all that? And without an igniter?
Just like him. Who are you two, really?
Just wait, Will. Who are you two, really?
I'm
We're in the
Leon
mine
Strohl,
here.
just a fallen noble from the countryside. Back there, Klinger mentioned a village that was raised by a human. Halia was its name. I'm the son of its lord. And now I know what really happened. We sent our fastest riders, but we were doomed from the start. If Luis was behind it, then that's all I need to know. He's the one who'll answer for it. I have my own reason to fight now. I don't want to be an ally of convenience alone, so once more, please, let me join your cause.
What do you say, Grius?
I see keeping an eye on you was too much trouble in the first place.
So you've no objections? What say you, friend?
Well, I can say you're already one of us. We're brothers in arms, or don't get ahead of yourself.
You're already one of us.
Thank you. I'll remember this. Now, onward.
Our two characters shake hands.
The proud noble, Strohl. Within him dwells the virtue of the warrior. Nurture thy bond with him, and a new power yet slumbering within thee may awaken.
New bond. Got our
Together we stand.
warrior archetype. The party can now study the warrior. The warrior's down in one of the legs in the bottom. I feel struck by inspiration. I found a new way to harness this power. I can sense the heroic embodiment of the warrior from Strohl.
Did you feel that just now? What's going on? Does it have something to do with that odd magic? Now that I think about it, once you awakened, isn't it weird that Strohl followed not long after? What does this mean? Huh? Wait!
And all of a sudden our characters are warped. Well, our main character, we see the eye and the Da Vinci looking guy, and then we're back in Akademia. That's what this music means. But
Hey,
Strohl and
where
Grius
are
are
we?
not with us. It's
What
just
just
Gallica
happened?
and the main character.
Surprising indeed. Somehow you find yourself here once more. And a fairy. I thought their kind long extinct. Do they yet take refuge in the Elden Sanctum?
Hey! You gonna talk to me or just at me?
We meet again, my friend. Though admittedly sooner than I'd expected. Remarkably, another has awakened. What miracle is this? Yes, that same power now stirs in your companion. Another of the mighty archetypes. Do you recall our discussion earlier about how archetypes are an original form of magic?
Don't say more or less.
Well, more or less.
Consider this. As an elder, you are an outcast of society, yes? Your very identity is a kind of destiny you may defy but not escape. All mortals suffer under the weight of our burdens. But in facing and embracing that anxiety, you make it your innermost power. You find freedom. And so, the lives of those who overcome their hardships and embody the virtues within are passed down as heroic tales. Your companion, too, had his eyes open to his true path and claimed its virtue. That awakening is your doing, you know. He awakened to the archetype that protects you.
Hey, hold on a second! Who even are you? How much do you know? I'm warning you, if you mess with him, you're gonna have to go through me!
Ah, you two share quite a deep connection, don't you?
Well, we didn't always, but now we're partners to the end. We're linked down to the depths of our hearts. Right?
Say right.
Right.
We trust each other. I've got his back and he's got mine. And that's all there is to it.
The mystical fairy, Gallica. Within her dwells the virtue of the mage. Nurture thy bond with her, and a new power yet slumbering within thee may awaken.
And we get another new bond.
I won't lead you astray.
mage
That's the whole
archetype.
reason I'm here.
The party can now study the mage. Mage is one of the things. It's got like 7 hands, and 2 of them are like up above the head, and the mage is, that's where the mage jobs are at.
Hey, wasn't that...
Fascinating. Do you understand what just happened? By connecting with others who have found their resolve, you awaken to new strength. And further, you and all your allies may fight with the strength of any archetype in your circle. As an example, your other companion, the fellow with the eye patch, he seems to have some training and knowledge regarding the wielding of an archetype. By his own account, nothing came of it. Yet if you so desire it, you can awaken the true power within him.
What?
The nature of the Seeker. No. Perhaps it is simply your own nature. You truly are remarkable. If you seek answers, then go and claim them. This right here.
What I'm about to show you is the lineage chart of the archetypes I've been researching. That said, there are many I've yet to see, so it's far from complete. Each of you has your own chart. You will use the charts in assigning each archetype. Firstly, let's consider the one-eyed warrior, yet bears no archetype. Open Grius' lineage chart.
This here.
This chart shows the power and connection of the archetypes. You can gain new archetypes by selecting one here and studying its powers. To study, you will need the magla, the source of all magic. But simply drawing from the magla within yourself will put your heavy burden. This means that you'll need to gather magma from your battles and other sources. Keep in mind as you travel. Each character can study archetypes obtained through the story by selecting the corresponding icon on the tree. Studying the archetypes consumes magla, minuscule shards of magla crystals. Once the character has studied an archetype, you can use the main menu to change their channeled archetype at no cost.
That means...
To learn is to change oneself, they say. Here you may achieve that through the study of archetypes and their deepest secrets.
Now then.
Now, I'd like you to choose an archetype from among these. So, I'm gonna just give him warrior.
I see.
Grius is already a physical character,
Yes, right here.
This would be the archetype the young nobleman recently awakened to. The warrior's domain is physical offense by way of the great sword. Few other archetypes can compete with its raw destructive power, yet that specialization comes at cost. It has virtually no utility or support outside of hard hits. If your aim is to overwhelm the enemy with brute force, I'd say this is a fine archetype.
Alright.
500 magla is required. So I'll say yes.
Sure. Of course.
So be it. Following you and the young man called Strohl, another word the end. This sanctum I shall speak to the heart of the man with the eye patch, Grius. Feel his resolve and let a new soul dwell within him. I hear the voices, O worthy heart, whose tempered anxiety and strength. If thou is ready to bear thyself and fight with all thine heart, I shall bestow upon thee our soul, the soul of the warrior.
What did you say?
What's this? Is this truly an archetype? This is the same magic I once strove for. I can't believe it's finally in my grasp. Warrior archetype is awakened. You can now change the archetype from the main menu.
I didn't think I could grow anymore.
Fascinating.
Man with the eye patch should now have awoken to an archetype. Similarly, I can imbue you, that noble of youth, with new archetype power. Feel free to experiment now and from here on. So we're good for now. By talking to more in Akademia and studying archetypes, you will be able to unlock these new archetypes. You can gain strategic knowledge by attending War's lectures, or by reading books from the surrounding bookshelves as well. Some functions of the main menu are now available, such as changing your archetype. Archetypes that have been studied in Akademia can be swapped in a town or dungeons at any time, changing them to suit your needs. Great. You can now check the status of your royal virtues, the qualities necessary to king from the main menu.
Ah, right.
Oh yes, I've been meaning to tell you, I was rearranging things the other day and found something that may be useful for your journey. I put everything in that box atop the chair. By all means, take it. So there's like a gold box here on the chair. I'm gonna grab it. Looks like there's something especially valuable inside. I got 10 heroes incense, 5 heroes fruit, 30 30 mag, some medicine, and some food that I can. The scroll is the shape of a language never seen before. It must be some kind of formula. It says the royal magic. This formula is a rather complex spell. When the mages devise such intricate magic, they commit the formula to scroll. Hold on, are you saying the king himself wrote this? Why would it be here about this? I couldn't begin to tell you. Perhaps the previous king had his reasons for imprisoning me here after all. I would love to decipher its context, but it'll take a good amount of time. It's written in a script I've never laid eyes on before. Before you go, there's just one thing. Would you mind taking a look at the very end of the scroll?
What's this?
The drawing. It's a picture of like a dude in the seeker clothes talking to different people. He's got like birds overhead.
Take a look.
Indeed, it is no more simple. It is no more than a simple illustration, but do you not think it bears some resemblance to the seeker archetype? Moreover, it bears a caption, and mysteriously enough, of all the languages therein, it is the one part I'm able to parse. It says Alexander, likely the name of a person, unmistakably so, though I could not begin to tell you why I feel so certain. The person's name.
Hang on a second.
Well, that's certainly a mystery on top of an enigma. Makes me wonder what it says.
Adieu.
It should let you, should you learn anything new, I would appreciate it very much if you'd share it with me. Please examine the scroll whenever you've learned it. And we also have the cat.
That's a good kitty.
Don't usually see this kind of cat in the
This
city.
cat, you see.
Cute, isn't he? I named him Plateau. He's the only solace I have as I can find here. It's like Plateau wants to give me some yours insights.
That's a good boy.
Oh, it looks like he's taking a shine to you. That's a valuable item to hold on to. So now I can head on out. I'll come back
young
later
friend.
and read more stuff.
You are truly as remarkable as I first believed. Others fated to awaken to their own power will be naturally drawn to you. To reach the lineage of power's greatest potential, you must acquire more archetypes and bring them together. After all, a hero without allies is nothing more than a lone dissenter. To save the many, you must learn to fight with the power of many. Only a champion of the people may awaken the power of heroes, and with it, seize a future of their own making. When next you come to see me, I hope it shall be of your own volition. Open my book, then let your imagination conjure this place anew, as vividly as you can make it. I'm sure that will be enough to reunite us. As long as you walk your path, I shall faithfully watch over you. May
Meet again. Alright. After we're done talking here, that'll be it for this video.
Where are we?
You two all right
Back
there?
in my mind.
Looked as if you were in some kind of trance.
Walks
Trance?
up to us.
Wait. Have we been here this whole time?
It was strange. As if I felt something in the air. My senses sharpened near tenfold. It reminded me of my old days studying magic.
What? So that wasn't a dream. You studied back at the Sanctum, right? I know you couldn't get the hang of it then, but I think we might have just
Told the two about the term archetype and the gist of what I learned.
Awakened it. But that... Who are you people? The truth, if you would.
Look, in all honesty, we barely know any more than you do. But the short version is, well, I think you can use that power now.
I think you might be right. The way it feels is... Well, this is magic, eh? I'd all but given up on it, but... Fate had other plans, it seems. Enough. We must move on. There is far to go still. And lad, I follow your lead now, at least when it comes to how we use these skills in battle. We haven't the luxury of time to train with magic.
Same here. You've clearly got a sense for this, and I'd rather make myself useful than muddle your strategies.
Auto-battling and tactical orders. You can now give instructions to your allies during battle. During battle, you can also use the R2 to engage in auto-battle, causing your party to fight according to your own tactical settings for them. To change auto-battle tactics during battle, press L1 to access the order view. Outside of battle, find them under tactics in the party section.
We've 5 days until the funeral. That's precious little time, and we'd best not waste it.
Look!
Alright, so... Over there, Galactus says.
What's up?
You see...
Huh?
Or is that a person that's going there? No one else really sees them. Maybe we're the only ones who go into that room. Oi, you got alright? The young peddler dude from outside has just caught up to us.
Pardon?
I saw a dead miner and assumed there'd be some accident, but looking at it now that Strohl will say it was the military. What business would they have in a place like this? Hold on, don't tell me they're after the miners.
Hold on.
Wait, how'd you get in here? So this is Strohl now. I'm certain the entrance and exit were sealed off by soldiers. Oh, soldiers? I didn't see anyone. Only what I saw was that pasty fella who looked like some kind of general. Captain Klinger, but we left him splayed out over there. Oh, he's gone. What? He's gone?
Damn it.
Let's go after him. It'd be bad for us if he turns reinforcements. Leave him be. He has no one else left, I'd wager. He was bluffing about sealing off the exits. On top of that, he failed to finish us off. He won't be able to return to Luis as anything but a disgrace.
Sure.
You're right. Let's leave him be for now. It's not like he can go back to the military either after what he said to us. I've got no idea what this is about. This is the young peddler dude. But I'm relieved. I was worried everyone would be dead in here. I'm gonna be around for a while if you need anything, you know who to ask. Entrance to Akademia. The protagonist in Gallica can see more in dungeons and towns. Interact with him and take a moment and read your novel and transport to Akademia. Use the center button on the controller to see what level other players were at and what their formation they used when they cleared the dungeon you are currently challenging. When selecting information to review, you can also change your party formation to reflect another player's. We are gonna save here. Thank you so much for joining us. We will be back with the rest of this dungeon, and then as we get it back to Gran Trad, to try and assassinate Luis at the funeral. We hope you'll be back with us soon, and as always, have a wonderful rest of your day, and we will hope to see you soon. Thank you so much.